Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So we are finally going to get this fight. At least it looks like it, as long as things go according to plan when it comes to negotiations. David Benavidez just made a surprising announcement that he's in serious negotiations with David Morell to fight on Spence versus Fundora's undercard. This turns that entire fight card to a super card. It's very rare in the sport of boxing for the co-main event to be bigger than the main event because it is far more significant. In the main event, you have two fighters that have been knocked out before, both suffered losses. Errol Spence has said that he's going to retire after this fight, and you compare that to the co-main event with David Benavidez and David Morell, two undefeated fighters. One of them is going to lose for the very first time, and the winner is going to get a shot at the undisputed champion at 175, which will be the winner of Bivol versus Benavidez. The stakes could not be higher. Now, how do we know that this fight is supposed to be next? Well, the source came from David Benavidez directly. This is what Benavidez said. He said, if everything goes right and he accepts, I'm fighting Morell next. And David Morell, he posted this, asking David Benavidez if he was ready. And then he says, let's go. It sounds like David Morell is definitely accepting the fight. It's rather interesting when it comes to this fight because both fighters moved up to 175 at the exact same time, and they both put on the worst performances of their entire career. David Benavidez, he fought Alexander Govstik, and Morell, he fought Radovanje Kalajic. Now, because styles make fights, I think there's a very good chance that Kalajic, he would have actually beat David Benavidez, especially considering the way he looked against Govstik. But even though I think a lot of people would favor Morell to win this fight, I still believe it's truly a 50-50 fight, considering the fact that both fighters have just moved up to 175. And it really comes down to how these fighters are going to adjust to the new weight class. Because we know a lot of fighters that have moved up in weight previously were never the same. And a lot of times it has to do with a particular fighter who maybe he had more power and he had more size than a lot of his opponents in the lower weight class. But when he moved up in weight, he no longer had that size and power advantage, which pretty much describes David Benavidez. Other fighters that come to mind are Chocolatito Gonzalez and Nonito Donaire. You see, once you start moving up in weight, you have to rely more on your boxing IQ and your defense. This is what makes Floyd Mayweather the greatest fighter of all time, because he was able to adjust and adapt against fighters that were 15, 20 pounds bigger than him. And he was fighting against guys far more stronger and bigger than him on a regular. Not only were they bigger than him, but some of those fighters had tremendous hand speed and also had a high boxing IQ. So this fight between Benavidez and Morell is going to come down to who has the highest boxing IQ and who has the better defense. With that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Deki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to lodeki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.